get you up to speed on the latest in sports. I'm Denise Tan. Pole vaulter Obiena says the wife of the Olympic gold medalist who accused him of doping has apologized. Obiena posted Anais Lavilleni's apology letter showing her remorse for, quote, writing untruthful words about a Filipino athlete. The letter also said Lavilleni regrets disrespecting Obiena and his coach. Anais is the wife of Renaud Lavilleni, the former pole vault world record holder. In a caption, Obiena says he fully accepts the apology and is ready to move on from the issue. He also asked everyone to stop messaging the married couple about the matter and move on as well. The 27-year-old athlete says this admission of wrongdoing proves he is, quote, a 100% clean athlete. Obiena was accused of doping shortly after winning the gold medal in the Asian Games in China. He is now preparing for the Paris Olympics next year, hopeful of adding another medal to his already big collection. Jiu-Jitsuka Kayla Napolis brings home the country's first gold medal in the World Combat Games happening in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The Pinay ruled the 52-kilogram Newaza competition. Napolis beat French Anel Panetier 2-0 for the gold. This is also the first ever top prize in the World Combat Games for the Philippines. On the road to the gold, Napolis defeated bets from Mongolia and Colombia. This is a huge follow-up to the bronze medal she won at the Asian Games in China. Philippine chessers assert dominance at the Asian Para Games after bagging 3 gold medals. Menandro Rador delivered 2. The first one came from besting India's Amir Korasgani via tiebreaker in the individual category. On the same day, the 49-year-old athlete, who is partially blind, became part of the team that also won the gold. Redor joined forces with Arman Subaste and Dari Bernardo for the win. In women's play, Chaser Mendoza ruled the women's division to add to the gold rush. Meanwhile, Henry Lopez won an individual silver, while FIDE master Sandor Severino notched bronze. With this, the country now has 4 gold medals in the Para Games. Host City Hangzhou held the first all-element rehearsal for the 4th Asian Para Games closing ceremony. It will take place at the lotus-shaped Hangzhou Olympic Sports Center Stadium on October 28. Through 3 performance parts and 3 short films, the ceremony aims to show memories of the meet as well as China's friendship with Asian countries. Organizers are looking to integrate the beauty of traditional Chinese culture into the ceremony, much like the recent Asian Games it also hosted. Artistic performances will also be showcased to celebrate the para-athletes. All of these will mostly feature 213 disabled actors. We're taking a time out. The Game on One News Now will return after a quick break. Stay tuned. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Denise Tan. Thanks for joining us. The Philippine women's football team overwhelmed Chinese Taipei in the second round of the AFC Olympic qualifying tournament. Gunner Sarina Bolden continues to show up and show out for the Filipinas, notching a brace in the team's 4-1 victory. The first was a crucial equalizer in the 54th minute after she slotted in a penalty. The next one was at the 83rd minute. Katrina Guiu and Chandler McDaniel piled on Chinese Taipei's woes after finding the back of the net in the 61st and near the end of the 90 minutes. Xu Yiyun put Chinese Taipei on board first with a goal in the 47th minute. With this, the Filipinas head into their clash against Australia with 3 points and a +3 goal difference. That game happens this Sunday at the Perth Stadium. In the OQT, only the 3 group winners and the best second-place team get to move on to the next round of qualifiers. The Creamline Cool Smashers sit atop the standings early on in the PVL All-Filipino Conference. Here's the story.
Ball is kept alive. Chance for Creamline. Banaka gets that point and the crowd.
The Creamline Cool Smashers entered their matchup with the Jerflor Defenders as one of 2 remaining undefeated teams in the PVL All-Filipino Conference. The team maintained its top form early on in the conference, sweeping the Defenders in the process. Creamline didn't endure much fight back from the rookie squad and displayed dominance against Jerflor. Final 25-15, 25-12, and 25-10. Michelle Gumaba once again led the attack from the defending champions, tallying 12 points as a lone double-digit scorer of the game. None from the Jerflor side scored more than 5. The defenders' nickname was more apt on Creamline for this game as they tallied 11 blocks to Jerflor's 1. With this, the Cool Smashers got solo lead in the standings after winning all their 3 games so far. Jerflor, on the other hand, dropped to 0-3.
Teamwork is the most important thing, and we just have to follow the system of our coach or of our team. Just stick with our culture. And of course, we offer this also to our teammates who aren't here and to everybody who believes and supports us.
They go back to the pin, and that is definitely checked.
In the next game, the Akari Chargers took 4 sets to beat a surprisingly tough Farm Fresh Foxy side. Akari lost the first set but somehow got recharged in the ensuing play as they won the next 3 frames. Final 21-25, 26-24, 25-15, and 25-21. Dindin Manabat once again was at the front lines for Akari with 22 points while Faith Nisperos chipped in 15. Akari rose to 3 wins and 1 loss this conference, marking the franchise's best start. This is also the first time that the team had a winning streak. The Foxies continued to struggle, dropping to an 0-4 hole.
Wow.
In the last game, the Chocomucho Flying Titans also cruised to victory over the Signal HD Spikers. The Titans feasted on Signal's defense in a game that took 32 minutes to finish. The team was unfazed despite losing key cogs Des Cheng to a non-contact injury in the second set. Final score 25-21, 25-19, and 25-18. High-flying spiker Cherry Rondina put up 18 points to lead everyone in scoring. 3 other players scored in double digits for Chocomucho. This is also the squad's second straight win after losing on opening day. Signal, meanwhile, is yet to get back to the win column after their conference opening triumph. The PVL travels to Condon, Ilocos Sur for a doubleheader on Saturday, October 28. First to play are the Galleries Towers High Risers and F2 Logistics Cargo Movers at 4 p.m., followed by the Nexled Chameleons and the Petrolgas Angels at 6 p.m. Catch those games live on One Sports, One Sports Plus, and the Filipinas Live app. Former Northport import Prince Ibe will back up the Meralco Bolts in their upcoming stint at the East Asia Super League. Ibe will join Suleiman Braimo when the Bolts play in the league on November 15. Meralco, which replaced Barangay Ginebra in the EASL, will face Ryukyu Golden Kings of the Japan B-League. Coincidentally, Ryukyu has Alan Durham, a former import of Meralco. The Bolts brought in Ibe after reportedly showing good character when he was with Northport. Ibe suited up for the Batampierre in 2019 and 2022. The Bolts are in Group B along with Ryukyu, Seoul SK Knights, and New Taipei Kings. Get your fill of the latest in sports at onesports.ph. Meantime, the newsday continues later at 4:30 p.m. I'll see you then. I'm Denise Tan. We are One News.